So overwhelmed I used to be in medical school. There's a lot of things to cover, many material, many tests. Every now and then I have some term papers, extremely new stuff I'm learning, biochemistry, physiology, anatomy, everything. It was all new and overwhelming. And on top of that, everyone is expecting from you to be performing very well. It sounds familiar, right? I know, maybe you're not a medical student watching this video, because this is applicable nowadays in almost every field. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm holding this, because I wanted to add some green aspect to this video, and I tried to put it on the desk, it disappears. So this is why I'm holding it. Anyway, I'm gonna show you in this video how I started implementing minimalism in medical school and how it helped me graduate in top 5% of my class. I assure you that by the end of this video, you're gonna take something out of it. Even if you don't become a minimalist, you don't have to do it. But you're gonna take something beneficial for you if you feel overwhelmed, even if you're not in medical school. And trust me, at least half of these you never heard about. Instead of spending time every morning which clothes I wanna wear, I created like 3 to 4 outfits and I wear them in a cycle, rotational method. In that way, I don't have to spend time, energy, and even decision-making energy. It is simple and stupid, but it does work. I used to limit my study block to one topic only. The problem with medical school and even other fields where you have a lot of things to work on, you feel like you are overactive and you try to accomplish everything at the same time. So with this single task focus blocks, I used to allocate one task at a time and I only focus on it. This helps with my mental clarity. It relieves a bit my anxiety about the other projects I have to work on. It eliminates the need to switch between subjects during that period, which reduces the cognitive overload and increases retention. Whether medical school or other, our digital place is the place where we spend at least 80% of our time. This is more than obvious. So it's crucial and no-brainer. It has to be organized, decluttered, and it helps you be more productive, not the opposite. You need to have this place very clear, organized, and every folder you know where it is and what does it contain. I'm not talking only about your desktop, even your phone and your emails. I made this mistake. I delayed this and I spent weeks emptying my emails. Even applications you don't need, you have to delete them. I will make a different video about this if you care about it. Every medical student, and I'm sure other fields also, we get bombarded by the resources, the multiple resources we can study from. And you start switching from one book to the other, from one video to the other, and you're lost. I chose 1 or 2 high quality resources and I stick to them. So this will help me avoid overloading myself with excessive books, websites, notes that ultimately will distract me from mastering the core information. No, I was not missing on crucial information. It's important to take notes. It helps your brain to memorize, to make the links. I used to take notes, but I take the key concept notes because when they get over messy, they are unreadable and unusable. So if I did these random notes left and right, I used to summarize them in a nicer way. Simplicity here is the key. No, don't get me wrong. Don't close yourself in your bedroom. This is not what I meant at all. But you know, you have your inner core of social people, your close friends and your family. Then you have an outer one. Then you have other social groups that are more distant. They don't really mean anything valuable for you till now. So during this overwhelming time in my medical school was not the right time for me to broaden my social connections and to broaden my circle, because this will also add extra stress on me and that I don't need. So limit interactions to only a few close relationships that are supportive, saving emotional energy for your studies. I used to have minimal food choices and I still do that till now. I'm known for this. Oh, I forgot this. Yeah, so if you live by yourself, you need to implement a system that's not time consuming, where you can have healthy meals and have them prepped quickly. You don't have the time and energy to be preparing a lot of food, and eating out every day is expensive. So meal prepping system with only 3 to 5 meal variations per week is doable. And this also simplifies your grocery list. You don't have every time to think about the list and the items you have to buy. It's almost the same list, you get it, easy peasy. You know what are study tools? For example, flashcards, videos, applications, programs. these can have multiple study tools. I used to think that it's beneficial to have multiple study tools and, to be doing this aspect than the other. But personally, it didn't help me. I'm talking about myself. It might be beneficial for you, but it wasn't for me. I preferred to be sticking to one study tool. For me, it was a combination of two things. I used to watch videos and take notes in form of questions. So whenever I want to review these videos, I don't watch the videos again. I simply go to the questions that I have made. And that way I can review much faster. And these questions, they're gonna trigger something in my brain. It's called an active recall system. So I'm actively thinking about the answer to know if I have mastered the information or not. Number 9, I developed something called mental minimalism practice. This is somehow a mental clarity method I used to practice just to clear my mind before starting a session, a focused session. So decluttering is not only about physical space, not also digital one, but also your mental space. And probably this is the most important one. So before starting a session of studying for 1 hour, for example, I took 5 minutes just to take a deep breath. Sometimes I used to journal, a couple of minutes, no more, just to clear things out of my mind. So simple, I feel like I'm throwing away these thoughts so I can clear my mind to be able to focus. Number 10, strict task elimination. During my medical training, I started a lot the habit of making to-do lists. But the problem with these lists, they become so long. And we all know that 90% of the time we never finish these lists. So I had this routine to daily and regularly check my lists and eliminate strictly everything that does not contribute to my academic goals or something that I really want. For example, I wanted to be working out. I kept my gym sessions on my to-do list, but everything else eliminated. This includes all non-essential commitments, and these clutter my time. Number 11 is minimalist learning partnerships. Study groups or study partner are important, especially if they are supportive and have a positive vibe. But when you have multiple study partners, it feels like you are stretched too thin. And to collaborate with all of them and to adjust the time and everything is a bit challenging. So also here, reduce it to one partner. It would be much better. And if you like this minimalism integration into the life of a doctor, check this video.